Happy Women's Day to all of you. It is such a great platform for all the people, and we are here to empower women. And actually, I believe that Women's Day should not be celebrated only on 8th of March. And I'm sure most of you would have been agreed with me. Correct? Yeah, it is not just a day for us. Women's are women's are a part of the nation. We are the strength, the the pillars, and this day should be celebrated on each day. And today I just want to focus on a theory which is called the let them theory. It is a very famous theory, actually, introduced by Mel Robbins, and she is an author, and she has already published a very famous book, and it's been a bestseller. So I just want to put light on this let them theory. So what is it all about? Okay, so it's easy to lose focus on what matters in today's hectic world. As women, we are constantly trying to balance responsibilities, demands, and pressures from our family and surroundings. We get caught in the continuous hunt for outside approval and worry about other people's opinions and judgments. And we got affected by the judgments so badly. What if we are able to escape this draining cycle? Have you ever thought of that? What if we could stop trying to please everyone and concentrate on taking care of ourselves? Well, this is what the let them theory is all about. Because this theory encourages people, especially women, to stop wasting energy on things beyond their control and embrace their own happiness. The let them theory explains how this could impact our lives and why it could be the life changing transformation we all need, especially as women. So let's just hold my hand and let's dive into the deep ocean of wisdom and serenity. So, first of all, let's discuss about what is this let them theory is all about. The let them theory introduces a simple yet powerful mindset which says stop worrying about what others think and let them have their opinions. Accept the fact that we cannot control other people's thought or actions. And most importantly, we should not try to. Instead, we should focus on what we can control. We can control ourselves, our actions, and our happiness. We cannot control the whole world. So stop doing these kind of things, ladies, please. Whether in social circles, business, or personal relationships, we frequently waste time and effort trying to control other people's expectations. And this constant need to seek approval and avoid judgment can lead to feelings of stress, anxiety, and burnout. But the good news is we can regain control of our lives and discover the peace that comes from embracing the unpredictable nature of other people's ideas. Actually, the central idea of this let them theory is surrendering control. It means giving up controls of people's opinion. Just let them think whatever they want to think. The more we attempt to control events and other people's responses, the more anxious and dissatisfied we get. I am telling you this because I was that kind of a woman years before, because I was not letting go of so many things from my life. So, recognizing that our value is independent of other people's opinions, giving up the sense of control allows us to live truthfully and releases us from the fear of being judged. When we let go of the need to please everyone, we make room for self love and personal development. The opinions of people are just opinions. They do not define us and our potential, not at all. So, the most important thing is our perspective, what we think about ourselves, what we think about our life, and how we decide to proceed in life. We can always work on our mindset, but we should work on our mindset if We find flaws in that. And I am sure, and all of you must be agree with me, that nobody is perfect. So we always have a tendency to grow, and we should grow. Just remember that people will change only if they want to, and they can. We can only work on ourselves and make our lives better. It's okay if your friend hasn't invited you to a party and you feel depressed while watching their post on Instagram. It's a very general example because we are the social media person, and we tend to get affected by the post of our relatives and friends. And whenever we see that they are partying around and we are just sitting at home taking care of our kids and doing these daily chores and everything, we feel depressed. Oh my god, she has went to Goa, how much fun she's going to have. So let them enjoy and have fun, because whenever you witness such kind of condition, you have two options. Either you call your friend and ask for an explanation that why she hasn't invited you for a party and become more sad or furious by not inviting you. Or the second option is to say, let them. Let them not invite you. Let them enjoy life with their bunch of friends. It's not that you are not friends with them anymore, but try to see the reality and allow yourself to dig deep. When was the last time you called your friend? When was the last time you met them? Are you making any effort to keep in touch with your friends? No. The correct answer is no. You don't have time to meet or call your friends. You have your own shit to deal with. You are struggling with your life, you are struggling with your kids, with your job, with your career, and everything. So let them enjoy with whomsoever they want to spend their time with, and allow yourself to be free from the burden of feeling depressed. This is what let them theory is all about. I'm sure most of us have seen the recent movie Mrs. Have you? Has anybody seen the recent movie Mrs.? It is available on OTT platforms, and I have also watched that movie, and I was actually surprised to see the reality of Indian society. In that movie, the protagonist, who is a female, she works day and night for the family. She worked continuously, unappreciated, and most of the time, she felt drained. But what if she applied let them theory? What if she doesn't cook for her family? Does your visiting card say 1 million chapatis as your job description? Oh my God. No, no. Then why are you bound to cook multiple meals for the family? Because we, the women, are brought up in such a way. We are wired to become maid servants, especially after marriage. Our Indian society plays a significant role in this. What if the protagonist says let them and doesn't even bother to make handmade chutney for her father in law? Or he will not eat chutney after all, which is absolutely fine. So let him not taste the chutney. It is not the end of the world if he's not having the handmade chutney from your hand. There is a scene in the movie where the wife, she got periods and she wasn't allowed to cook. At that time, the father-in-law and the husband were ordering from outside. Why? Because the maid of the house, the wife, is not allowed to enter in the kitchen. The father-in-law and the husband were ordering from outside, and they were managing because they had to. No other option was left for them. Then why can't they understand the woman and allow her to breathe fresh air? Why her role is only limited in the kitchen? Why our Indian society is so orthodox? Because we are not telling ourselves to let them. It is it is it is the problem of our mindset too, because we are not using the let them theory. Let them judge you because you cannot make several dishes for them. Let them talk bad about you because you can't fulfill their expectations. They can also change if they want to, but they don't want to change because they know changing their daughter in law is much easier. Why? Aren't you able to decide on your own? The kitchen is for quick meals and for pampering yourself with lovely recipes. Enter it because you want to, not because you have to. You are not a superwoman. Oh no, actually, it's a cliche kind of a statement. You are a superwoman, but you are not that kind of superwoman who can do all the tasks. You have also the right to get tired and feel exhausted. So learn to take breaks. You should decide what feels right for you, not what other people think. Whether it is about choosing a career, launching a business, or managing a personal relationship. So, applying the let them theory can create a significant shift in your lives. And how to apply that? If you start applying that, then the benefits could be it will reduce your stress and anxiety because we stop worrying about how other people see us all the time because it is so stressful. You will experience a significant decrease in stress if you let other people express their thoughts and let them be and concentrate on the things you can control. It will increase your authenticity. You will be more authentic when you let go of the fear of being judged. You open the door to being your true self. It will enhance your mental clarity, attempting to manage every aspect of your life by applying this theory because usually we are stuck up in so many things and so many tasks that we used to have mental traffic jams. But when you learn to let things go, when you apply this theory, your thoughts will become clearer and more focused if you concentrate on yourself and on your goals. You have got all the freedom to follow your dreams. We usually delay pursuing our passion out of fear of judgment. What if I learn music? What would my mother-in-law would say? What would my neighbor say? This and that. But if you accept the belief that others will think as they want, you will feel more liberated to take chances. Try new things and eventually follow your dreams confidently. If you are ready to apply this theory in your daily life, then I can give you some of the practical steps from where you can get started. So, first of all, just focus on the things what you can control. List the things that you have control over, such as your thoughts, deeds, and reaction. Get a control on your thoughts, deeds, and reaction. Beyond that, nothing is worth worrying about. And stop being a perfect. You are not perfect. I am not perfect. Nobody is perfect. So, the fear of being judged is typically the root cause of perfectionism. Recognize that everyone makes errors and begin by accepting them as teaching moments. And you should also learn to be in the company of supportive people. Get rid of relationships that exhaust you and look for people who value your development and genuineness. You should accept the way you are. Take time daily to consider your accomplishments and strong points. Develop a positive, encouraging internal conversation to boost your self esteem. You need to set boundaries. You need to set boundaries with your friends, with your relatives, with whosoever is your near dear ones. If someone tries to force their opinions or expectations on you, then you have to set a boundary because you need to protect your emotional and mental well being. At last, I just want to say that accept the liberty of letting go. By letting go of the desire to control what other people think and concentrating on what really matters, we can make room for self acceptance and authenticity and inner peace. Choosing this approach may be the first step toward living a more contented and purposeful life. Regardless of whether you face family expectations, work pressure, or the constant need to compare yourself to others. Let them think as they please. It's time to live life on your terms and concentrate of your journey. All the best, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shining.